I'm coming to you live here, Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County. Here today, ladies and gentlemen, get you guys for the Elena Rybakina is going to take on Aryna Sabalenka in the 2020 Aussie Open Women's Final. By the way, get you guys for the USMNT soccer. They just lost to Serbia 2-1. Very upset about that. Also, get you guys the fact that Dane Dow's racked up 60 points last night. As Blazers will beat the Jazz 134 and 124. That's in other news. And Super Steph gets ejected. He's a piece of trash. We all know that. How that turned out. So that's all there's you gotta know on that. And Iron Mike Tyson could be a lot of parole here, by the way. Stemming from a 5 mil loss that he's facing. I'll tell you all about that. All right, so first things first, everyone. Something so with the fact that Elena Rybakina is going to take on Aryna Sabalenka, the 2020 Aussie Open Women's Final, by the way. So that's a big one right there. Stay tuned. That's going to be this Saturday. Check that out. And other news, USMNT soccer, they just lost to Serbia 2-1. I'm very upset about that. Other news, Dame Dollar just racks up 60 points as the Blazers would defeat the Jazz 134 to 124. And other news, by the way, that Stupid Steph just got ejected for throwing up. This is the third time he's got ejected for throwing a mouthpiece. As those Puny Warriors defeat the Grizz 120 to 120. Steph Curry. That's the third time you throw a mouthpiece. You made yourself look like a piece of trash for the third time. Steph Curry, you should be arrested. You should be apprehended. You should be charged. That's all I got to say to you. Steph Curry, you're trash. You always have been. You always will be. So, Steph, that's on you. All right? You know that. Steph Curry, you're trash. You should be arrested. That's all I got to say to you on that. Another news, by the way, that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, they just went at each other as opponents, by the way, as even though the Sixers would be the next 137 133. And some other news that Iron Mike Tyson could be a lot of peril here because he's being sued for $5 million for raping a woman at a Albany nightclub in the early 90s. It says right here, this is in the back. It says right here, the incident was in the back of a limo. The woman suffered from physical, psychological, and emotional injury. By the way, she says that Tyson started to touch and tried to kiss the woman. By the way, without her consent. It also says right here, the woman says no numerous times, pleading for him to stop. Also says that Tyson pulled her pants off and raped her for no apparent reason. Now, Mike Tyson was convicted of raping Desiree Washington Feb in February 10, 1992, and he got 3 years behind bars for that. He was released on parole, by the way, after his 3 years, and he returned to boxing, by the way, in '96. So yeah, not looking good for Iron Mike Tyson, and he's supposed to be in some MUS event, by the way, so or AUS event. So. Yeah, Mike Tyson is facing a $5 million lawsuit from an unnamed woman, by the way, who she says raped her. Whom she says Mike Tyson raped her at a Albany nightclub in the back of a limo, and this isn't looking for Mike Tyson. I'll tell you about that. So Mike Tyson, he's still to go, but Mike Tyson could be denying this whole thing, assuming how this all turns out. So, what do we say that turns out? And on this, by the way, that let's see here, what do we got? Alfie Hewitt reached the singles and doubles wheelchair draws at 2023 Aussie, by the way. And he teamed up with Gordon Reed, by the way. He faces Takedo Oda Saturday for the final and Dutch team of Michael Sheffers and Ruben Spargaren and doubles draw. So that's everything that you got to know on that. Also known as, by the way, the Caps, they unveiled their uniforms for 2023 NHL Stadium Series, by the way. February 10. February 16, they'll play against the Red Wings. So, good one there. Also, got some other news, by the way. The Lakers beat the Spurs 113-104. And that's all there is to know on that. Also, got the Bucks beat the Nuggets 107-99. You got the Hawks beat the Thunder 137-132. You had the Wolves beat the Pels 111-102. So, and imagine if the Pacers are 126 to 120. That's right there, you got to know on that, everybody. Now some hockey news here. The Kraken defeated the Canucks 6-1. The Canes defeated the Stars 3-2. Blue Jackets defeated the Oilers 3-2. So that's right there, you got to know on that, everybody. And also some college basketball news that let's see here. Creighton defeats St. John's 104-76. You had Indy defeat Minnesota 61-57. You have VC defeat GMU 72-52. UMass defeats Richmond 85-76. You also Tennessee defeat Georgia 70-41. Yeah, Bama defeated Mississippi State 66-63. Zaire defeated UConn 82-79. Yeah, Texas A&M defeated Auburn 79-63. Houston defeats UCF 82-71. Providence defeated Butler 79-58. Pitt, however, they got a win against Wake Forest 81-79. Maryland defeated Wisconsin 73-55. And also Navy defeated Bucknell 63-46. American University defeated Army 63-61. West Virginia defeated Texas Tech 76-61. That's everything you got to know on that, everybody. And other news here that Nathaniel Hackett, he is the new Jets offensive coordinator, so that's everything there is you got to know on that. And other news here that Matt Barnes, he got a restraining order against for spinning. They got a restraining after spinning at incident at against David Patterson Jr. By the way, so Barnes says that Patterson's been harassing and Patterson Jr.'s been harassing for quite a while. The spitting incident is how it all went down. I think that's the night of the Rotten Cowboys game. So yeah, that's not looking good there. So Patterson Jr. has to surrender his weapons. He can't have any contact with Matt Barnes. He has to stay 100 yards away, and that's everything there's you got to know in everybody. So let's look good there. Also forgot that Florida defeated South Carolina 81-60, and Northwestern defeated Nebraska 70-63. So that's everything you got to know in everybody. And Florida defeated South Carolina 81-60. So that's everything you got to know in everybody on that as well. Also, guys, Boston College defeated Louisville 75-65. That's everything you need to know on that. Also, another news, by the way, that Jeffrey Springs reached a 4-year, $51 million offer with the Rays, and it could be worth up to $65.75 million over the 5 seasons. So, interesting news right there. Another news here that Scott Rowland got elected to the 2020 Baseball Hall of Fame, so big congrats on that. Interesting there, see how that all plays out. I just got the Wizards defeat the Rockets 108-103, which they did. Also got some other news, by the way. LSU accidentally overpays Brian Kelly $1,368, by the way, supplementing the payments last year due to duplicate payments, by the way, both to Kelly's LLC and the coach, by the way, himself. And there was an error to correct the order. There's gonna be a way to correct the order, the error, by the way. So that's everything. Another news, by the way, Hannah Ann Sluggs, she's engaged to Jake Funk. So, or it's gonna be Hannah Ann Slush. She's engaged to Jake Funk. So congrats on that. And others, I want to send, by the way, shout out to Sasha Banks, who goes by the name of Mercedes Monet, who will take on Kairi Sane for the IWGP Women's title at Battle of the Valley. Bob Ucker as well, Wayne Gretzky, Sarah Rue, Vince Sanding, Sergio Perez, Chris Massey, Nanny Gonzalez, Leigh J. Briscoe, who's movement 39, Augustina Annan, Lisa Cole, Paige Lorenz, Jill Green, Rachel DePillo, Tori Smith, Peter Sagan, Carrington Payne, Montrezl Hill, Josh Dubs, Darius Scarlett, Lizzie Armato, Leanna Vamp, and Lucy Loken. Send my birthday wishes, shout out, tweets, please should just that's all that you know. And also, guys, it's been 3 years since we lost the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, and Gigi as well in that horrific helicopter accident that happened. But those girls go to Vanessa Bryant, all of her family members, all of her fans, all of her viewers. This horrific loss that happened 3 years ago. It's just awful news there. And yeah, that's all this is. Rest in peace, Legate Kobe and Gigi. You may be gone but not forgotten. Your legacy lives on. So that's all there is going to know on everybody. So just want to point that out. Also, guys, Leigh J. Briscoe's birthday would have been yesterday, but Mark Briscoe did win the match for his late brother, by the way, last night on AEW Dynamite. It was an emotional night. And after Mark Briscoe won that match, he got a standing ovation, and it was just amazing, incredible. So it was an emotional night yesterday, which it was last night. So you can check out the match for yourselves, guys. So check it out how it went down. That's something you need to know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it there for the Khalil That Was Sports Board. Live subscribe to the Khalil That Was Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook by any nomination. What thoughts of your sponsor, Elena Rybakina or Aryna Sabalenka in 23 hours over women's final? Let me know about that. Who do you think is going to win that one? With those USMNT sucker lose to Serbia 2-1. Let me know about that, but I'll just sponsor that. Those Dame Dollar racking up 60 points as the Blazers will defeat the Jazz 134-124. Let me know about that, buddy. Thus, the Cavs unveiled their uniforms for the 2020 NHL Stadium Series game for February 10th. And they'll play the Red Wings February 16th. Let me know that about just once. Sure. Don't forget, guys, that the NBA All-Star game, All-Star Week is going to be in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, by the way. So that's next month, guys. So check that out. Thus, Super Steph Curry being ejected for throwing his mouthpiece at Puny Warriors defeat the Grizz 122-120. And Steph Curry is stretchful. We all know that for a fact. Don't forget, guys, that AFC and the NFC title games are gonna be this week. Check those out, guys. And also that Super Bowl 57 is gonna be in Glendale. Check that out, guys. Also, don't forget, guys, that this Saturday is Royal Rumble. So check that out, guys, as well. Who do you have winning that? Let me know about the conversation about that. You also know Mike Tyson being sued for $5 million for raping a woman, by the way, back in the 90s in a back in limo. Robert Kurski waiting. Let me know about that. What are your thoughts on Bucks v. the Nuggets 199? What is 199? Let me know about that, everybody. Dustin Jeffrey Springs reached a 4-year $51 million offer with the Rays that could be worth up to $65.75 million over the 5 seasons. Let me know about that, but I'll just respond to that. Also, guys, celebrating with shout out to Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, Bob Eckler, Wayne Gretzky, Sarah Rue, Vince Sandy, Chris Massey, Nanny Gonzalez, Leja Briscoe, Augustina, Annan, Lisa Cole, and others. Send my brother with tweets and be sure to do so on that. That's all there's you need to know. I'll bet for breaking news from times live updates. So I'm still learning a whole lot more than the Khalil. That was sports, other sports related than this. You guys know all this. Like I say, take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe out there. Bye bye.